Eso, DJ Ray. Viva Mexico.
Martinez badly hurt with a left hook.
Cotto's off to a blazing start. This, in the view of Mexican fans, is the future. He is a star, he is a hero, he is a heartthrob. Mexico and Puerto Rico. Huge right hand. Left hook to the body. Canelo working. Crowd is rocking and roaring in Houston. There's a perfect straight right hand. What a performance by Canelo Alvarez. Down goes Gio on a solid left-hand shot.
Listen to this crowd.
And Miguel Cotto has a fourth-round knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are just minutes away from this live press conference here on Hollywood and Highland. So we are going live on HBO, Ring TV Live, Highland and Hollywood. Also, goldenboypromotions.com. I want to know, are you ready for Cotto Canelo? I want to introduce my friend, co-host. You can see her host sports all over the world, from baseball to boxing, Fox Sports. Give it up for Jessica Rosales.
All right, thanks so much, Tattoo. How about we give it up for Tattoo as well, who has been out here keeping the fans pumped up and keeping everybody excited for what is going on today. Now, right now, we are at the Hollywood and Highland Center. With me, the CEO and chairman of Golden Boy Promotions, and we've got a big fight that will be coming up November 21st. Two Titans, Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez. Tell us about that.
Exciting fight, great matchup. It's gonna be two Mack trucks just colliding. I mean, that's the type of fight we're gonna see. Guaranteed action. The rivalry, Mexico, Puerto Rico, the history involved. You have fighters like Julio Cesar Chavez in the past, where he fought fighters like Gomez and fighters like Hector Macho Camacho, those classic rivalries. I mean, this calls for Fight of the Year. No fighter takes a step backwards. Therefore, you're gonna see non-stop action right from the first bell.
Absolutely, and this will be another chapter to that rivalry you were talking about between Puerto Rico and Mexico. You also have a chapter in that rivalry. How important is this, not only for the fighters, but for their countries as well?
Well, it's important. It's important because there's a lot of pride involved with this fight. Puerto Rico has generated, has produced some of the greatest fighters in the history of this sport. Some of the biggest hearts inside the squared ring. You know, some of the best fighters have come out of Puerto Rico and Mexico. I mean, what can I say? You've had, in recent years, some of the best action-packed fighters hail from Mexico. So when you put both of them inside that ring, I mean, you're gonna get an explosion. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a guaranteed action-packed fight.
And our good friend Bernard Hopkins has said with the fight, Lemieux, Golovkin, and also Cotto and Canelo, this kind of cements that the middleweight class is going to be in good hands for years to come. Do you agree with that, and do you think that this fight basically cements that?
I believe this fight is going to be one of those events that people are never going to forget about. People are going to say, you know, where was I when Canelo Cotto fought? You know, just like when I watched our great legend champion Julio Cesar Chavez face Maldrick Taylor or Pernell Whitaker, you know, I know where I was on the exact date, the exact time. This is that type of event. The most exciting part about this fight is that we know for sure, and I can say that this fight will give us action right from the start, and that's what it's all about. People want to spend their hard-earned money and watch a great fight. November 21st will be a great fight.
Well, let's see. Fans, do you guys agree? Is that what you guys want, an action-packed fight from the start to the end? Let's hear it. Oh, Oscar. All right, so Oscar, CEO and Chairman, Golden Boy Promotions, thank you so much for the time, and we will talk to you in just a bit.
Thank you.
All right, coming up next, we do have Michael Yormark over here from Rock Nation, and you have said that this has the makings of a blockbuster fight. Tell us about that and why you believe that.
Well, you have two great fighters, two great champions. They love to fight. They love to battle. They're not going to get in the ring and dance like we've seen over previous fights with other fighters. So this is going to be an epic fight, action-packed, two great styles, and it's a very exciting opportunity for all of us.
And now Cotto is someone who's not afraid to fight the best. Fighting Canelo, this is a fight that the fans have been wanting to see. What can the fans expect come November 21st?
They're going to expect an action-packed fight. As you mentioned, Miguel has always fought the best of the best, and Canelo is a great opponent. Both fighters love to battle, as I mentioned earlier. Both fighters want to get in there and hit each other, so it's going to be action-packed, it's going to be great entertainment, and it's going to be the fight of the year.
Now, this is something that was kind of stirring around for a while. It's finally been made now. Why was it so important to get this fight made and make sure that this happens?
This is the fight that the fans want. It took us a little longer to announce it than we would have liked. Sometimes you have to go through that process. Rock Nation, you know, is a new promoter, and we needed to make sure that we made all the right decisions for Miguel. Oscar was absolutely terrific to work with. Most importantly, we've got the fight made. We've got 3 months to promote it, and on November 21st, we're going to have the fight of the year.
All right, and we'll be seeing those guys out here in just a minute. Now, to introduce them, we are going to go now to Tattoo.
Hollywood and Highland, are you ready to start the show?
Live November 21st, the Mandalay Bay Event Center. Rock Nation Sports, Golden Boy Promotions, Miguel Cotto Promotions, and Canelo Promotions brings you Miguel Cotto versus Canelo Alvarez.
And he continues to crash away at Judah and gets the blood to flow from his right eye again. Suddenly, the Miguel Cotto of old has emerged against an immobilized Joshua Clottey.
Oh! Martinez badly hurt him with a left hook.
Left hook hurt Martinez. Almost went down. Cotto going to the body. Down goes Martinez.
What do you feel about a fight with Canelo Alvarez?
I had 44 fights my whole career. Canelo is going to be just another one. Let's do it.
The fan favorite, Canelo Alvarez, because it's very close. Beautiful uppercut by Canelo Alvarez.
But it's all Canelo Alvarez when it comes to the body work. Here comes the offensive surge from Canelo.
A left hook by Angulo saying, bring it on. And Canelo's been bringing it all night long.
Canelo, Angulo, Viva Mexico. This is now the toe-to-toe we've been looking for.
Huge right hand. Left hook to the body. Canelo working. There's a perfect straight right hand. What a performance by Canelo Alvarez.
November 21st, Cotto versus Canelo at the Mandalay Bay Event Center, live on pay-per-view.
Ladies and gentlemen, At 25 years old, with an action-packed fighting style, charisma, and willingness to take on the toughest challenges, he is the former junior middleweight world champion. His professional record is 45 wins, 32 wins by way of knockout. Él es el orgullo de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México. Saúl Canelo Alvarez. ¡Viva México! ¡Viva Canelo Alvarez!
Que me traigan a ti, que digan que estoy dormido, que me traigan a ti, México lindo y querido, si muero lejos de ti.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the stage, the first native of Puerto Rico to become the world champion in 4 different weight classes. His professional record, 40 victories, 4 losses, 33 wins, coming by way of knockout. He is the former WBO Junior Welterweight World Champion, WBA Welterweight World Champion, and WBO Welterweight World Champion. He represented Puerto Rico in the year 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney, Australia. We saw what he did to Sergio Maravilla. We also saw what he did to Daniel Gill. Now being trained by Freddie Roach. Hollywood and Highland, make some noise for the fighting pride of Puerto Rico, the middleweight world champion, Miguel Cotto. ¡Que viva Canelo! Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Hollywood and Highland. Make some noise for the reigning WBC Ring Magazine Champion of the World, representando Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto. Make some noise, Hollywood and Highland! ¡Viva Puerto Rico! ¡Viva México! Let them know. If you're here for Miguel Cotto, make some noise. And if you are here for Saul Canelo Alvarez, Oscar the Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, November 21st, live on HBO pay-per-view and live from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Make sure you get your tickets. They start at a low, low price, and this fight will sell out. Now, if you're not with us at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, November 21st, make sure that you do order this fight live on HBO pay-per-view. Puerto Rico takes on Mexico. Saul Canelo Alvarez takes on Miguel Cotto, November 21st.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Rock Nation Sports, Golden Boy Promotions, Miguel Cotto Promotions, and Canelo Promotions, I would like to welcome you to the official press tour for Cotto and Canelo, presented by Jet Smarter. This matchup is already being billed as the undisputed fight of the year, and there are reasons to believe it may even exceed the hype. On November 21st, at the Mandalay Bay Event Center in Las Vegas, live on HBO pay-per-view, these two great fighters will come together to put on a show that the entire boxing world has been waiting for. Ticket prices at $2,000, $1,750, $1,250, $650, $350, and $150, not including service charges, go on sale tomorrow, Tuesday, August 25th at 10 a.m. Pacific Time, and can be purchased at all Mandalay Bay box office, Ticketmaster.com, MandalayBay.com, all Ticketmaster locations, or by calling 1-800-745-3000. And ticket orders are limited to 4 tickets per person. In one of boxing's most prestigious weight classes, in the spiritual home of world championship fights, in front of boxing's most passionate fan bases from Puerto Rico and Mexico, the equally thrilling styles of Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez are set to light up the sports world on boxing's biggest stage. Today, we move one step closer on our journey toward a historic night for our sport. But before I introduce a legendary champion and one of the world's best boxing promoters, I'd like to sincerely thank the city of Los Angeles and the entire Los Angeles community for hosting the first stop on this Cotto Canelo press tour. I would also like to thank the Nevada Athletic Commission and its chairman, Francisco Aguilar, the World Boxing Council, Richard Sturm of Mandalay Bay, as well as Ken Hirschman, Mark Taffet, and their entire staff at HBO for their incredible support in making this matchup a reality. Thanks also to our event sponsors from Corona Extra, Mexico, Live It to Believe It, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Tequila Cazadores. Also, a sincere thank you to Miguel and everyone at Cotto Promotions, as well as Canelo and his team at Canelo Promotions for having the vision and the courage to make the best fight in the world. Rock Nation and Golden Boy share a passion and a commitment to make the biggest fights on the biggest stages. Golden Boy has proven time and time again that they will make the big fights, while Rock Nation, in just over a year, has thrown the industry on its head with its approach to making, marketing, and promoting live champion boxing. Cotto Canelo is a shining example of true promoters coming together to give boxing fans and the entire sports world what they deserve. A matchup of epic proportions, of can't-miss action styles, and passionate fan bases, all of which will carry the sport into a new era of excitement and prominence. Clearly, to create events of this magnitude, you need great partners, and we are lucky to have one of the best in the business in the Golden Boy himself, Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar has been a true professional throughout this entire process and has been relentless in his pursuit of creating this epic event. I know that he will continue to be relentless in his hype and the promotion of this terrific fight. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce a man of legendary stature in the boxing community, a man who I've personally come to admire for his class and his approach to business. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Oscar De La Hoya.
Test. Can you hear me?
Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Los Angeles. It's really nice to be here in my hometown. It's always, I mean, if we want to get, it's always a pleasure to be here where the fans are passionate, where the fans know and understand boxing. It was a great pleasure working with Rock Nation and Michael and his own team. It's really nice to see Miguel Cotto. It's really nice to see Freddie Roach and prepare for this great war that we're going to witness November 21st. You know, this fight reminds me of the great rivalries that boxing has had in the recent years. And Mexico versus Puerto Rico inside the ring has been one of the most passionate rivalries we've ever had in the sport of boxing. Me recuerda a Julio César Chávez contra Héctor Macho Camacho. Me recuerda Rosario contra Julio César Chávez. Y me recuerda otra pelea de la Hoya contra Trinidad. Pero la diferencia en esta pelea aquí, que ninguno va a correr en los últimos 3 rounds. Perdón por eso. Así que estamos muy orgullosos de presentarles esta pelea, de traerles esta pelea noviembre 21. Esta rivalidad va a ser intensa, pero a la misma vez va a revivir el boxeo, va a revivir las peleas. Lo recordamos, las familias juntándonos, viendo grandes peleas, grandes funciones. Y esto aquí, Cotto contra Canelo, va a revivir la pasión y el amor por el deporte, el boxeo. Así que muchas gracias por estar aquí. Para toda la raza, ¡que viva México! It is now my pleasure to introduce to you a man that has been very, very instrumental in putting this fight together.
He has been very instrumental in my career as a fighter. We go way back. He's a personal friend. He works at the best network for boxing in the world, where they put on the best fights today. Let me introduce to you the man behind the scenes at HBO, and that is my good friend, Mark Taffet. Mark.
Thank you, Oscar. Every big fight in the history of HBO pay-per-view has included an announcement in the great city of Los Angeles. And once again, we are very proud to be here in Los Angeles to announce the great battle that you will remember for years to come between Miguel Cotto and Canelo Alvarez. Every great era in boxing is marked by its super fights. The heavyweight fights of Tyson, Lewis, and Holyfield. The 4 great battles between Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao. And of course, your own Oscar De La Hoya in his fights against Julio Cesar Chavez, Fernando Vargas, and Tito Trinidad. Canelo Cotto is a true pay-per-view mega fight. It features the middleweight champion, Miguel Cotto, a superstar, one of the greatest of his era, one of the greatest in the history of Puerto Rico, a man who's given us one great, passionate fight after another, and who just a few years ago gave us one of the great fights in the Mexico-Puerto Rico rivalry when he fought Antonio Margarito. Canelo Alvarez, though very young, is one of the biggest stars from the country of Mexico already at his young age. Canelo has taken on every great challenge that's been put in front of him. He has filled stadiums and arenas like no one in years past. Just recently in Houston, he filled 30,000 seats and over 2 million viewers on HBO. And we are very proud to announce that on HBO pay-per-view, Canelo and Cotto will take place live on November 21. I want to thank Oscar and his team at Golden Boy, Miguel, Michael, everyone at Rock Nation and Team Cotto, Canelo and the team at Canelo Promotions, all of the sponsors, Mandalay Bay, who has given us their arena, the same arena where Oscar De La Hoya fought Tito Trinidad in 1999, and an arena that once again will be home to a fight that you will all be talking about for decades to come. Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez, one of the great Mexican-Puerto Rican rivalry fights, and one of the great fights that will mark the history of the sport going forward. Thank you very much, and we see you on November 21st.
Okay. Much like Rock Nation Sports and Golden Boy, the World Boxing Council continues to focus on delivering the biggest and the most exciting fights to boxing fans around the world. They were very instrumental in making Cotto Canelo a reality. And to speak on their behalf, I am honored to introduce Mauricio Solomon, President of the WBC. Mauricio.
Muy buenas tardes. Me da mucho gusto saludarlos a todos los mexicanos, a todos los boricuas que están aquí. Good afternoon. For the WBC, this is without a doubt one of the greatest fights in the recent years, and it's going to be one of the greatest fights in the history of our sport. Esta pelea entre el campeón del Consejo, Miguel Cotto, el ex campeón del Consejo, Canelo Álvarez, será sin duda alguna una de las grandes de toda la historia que vamos a recordar por muchos años. Los dos son grandes deportistas, son ejemplares seres humanos que van a poner a México y a Puerto Rico y al boxeo en lo más alto. Ustedes como afición son lo más grande que tenemos y vamos a demostrar la hospitalidad a nuestros promotores, al campeón de Puerto Rico y al gran campeón de México como es el Canelo Álvarez. Les deseamos mucha suerte a los dos. God bless you both and the best man win. La rivalidad entre México y Puerto Rico tiene 104 peleas. Va ganando Puerto Rico 55-47. The rivalry between Puerto Rico and Mexico in world title fights is 104 title fights. Puerto Rico is ahead 55-47. Vamos a ver qué pasa el 21 de noviembre. Que Dios los bendiga y que sea una gran pelea. Muchas gracias.
Ahora me da un gran placer de presentarles al equipo Canelo. Como cada gran campeón se ocupa un gran equipo. Comenzamos con un joven que es el entrenador de Canelo Álvarez. Les quiero presentar a Eddie Reynoso. Eddie.
Buenas tardes a todos los aquí presentes. Muy contento de que haya mucha gente, como siempre, apoyándonos.
Good afternoon, everybody here. Thank you for all the support, as always.
Hablar de México y Puerto Rico es hablar de cosas grandes en el boxeo, hablar de historia, grandes peleadores, grandes combates.
When you talk about Mexico versus Puerto Rico, you talk about history, great fights, great fighters.
Que sin duda han sido pues peleas para recordar. Yo creo que el 21 de noviembre reúne todos los requisitos para que sea una gran pelea y que también pase la historia.
And those are the fights you talk about. And November 21st is no exception. It's going to be a fight to be remembered, and it's going to be a great fight.
Nos vamos a enfrentar a un boxeador que pues prácticamente lo ha ganado todo aquí en el boxeo. Un gran peleador, muy disciplinado, muy buen peleador, pero nosotros nos vamos a preparar como siempre con dedicación y disciplina para tratar de ganar el día 21 y dar una alegría a todos los mexicanos.
And when you talk about the guy that we're going to be facing, you're talking about a great fighter, a fighter with a lot of discipline, a fighter that's won it all. And we're going to prepare with dedication and hard work so that we can be victorious on November 21st.
Muchísimas gracias y que viva el Canelo y que viva México.
Thank you very much. Viva Canelo, viva México.
Also, I would like to introduce to you, he is also the trainer and manager for Saúl Canelo Álvarez, y ese es Chepo Reynoso. Chepo.
Muy buenas tardes a todos, gracias por venir. Y al decir gracias a todos, me refiero no nada más a los que están aquí sentados, aquellos que están aguantando el calorón, a estos de acá, a todos ustedes que nos honran con su presencia.
Good afternoon and thank you for being here. And I don't want to just say thank you to you here in the shade. I want to say thank you to everybody up there that's fighting the sun.
En el equipo de Canelo es costumbre no hablar de más. Lo único que les digo es que el 21 de noviembre se van a enfrentar dos guerreros. Todos sabemos que Cotto es un guerrero, todos sabemos que el Canelo es un guerrero. Y cuando se enfrentan dos guerreros, hay guerra, señores. Así que el 21 de noviembre va a haber guerra y va a ganar México, señores. ¡Viva México!
In Team Canelo, we don't like to talk more, but I will say this. There's two warriors that we be fighting in the ring November 21st, and when you have two warriors fight each other, you get a war. And on November 21st, the winner is going to be Mexico. Thank you very much.
And now, this next young man has been impressing us in every single fight. His last fight, he fought in front of 35,000 people in Texas, live on HBO, generated the highest rating on HBO with a spectacular knockout against James Kirkland, which we're calling the fight of the year. It is my pleasure to introduce to you el gran campeón mexicano, Saúl Canelo Alvarez.
Primero que nada quiero agradecerles a todos el apoyo que siempre me brindan en cada una de las ciudades que me paro. Estoy muy contento de estar aquí nuevamente en una gran pelea que representa mucho para nuestro país.
First of all, I want to say thank you. I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank everywhere I go, all the support I get. I always get a lot of support, and it's beautiful to be in there in this beautiful city.
México y Puerto Rico ha tenido grandes peleas que han quedado en la historia y quiero que sea una más. Una más, quiero entrar a la historia, estoy muy contento, agradecido con todos ustedes, los medios, el apoyo. Para mí es un honor enfrentar a alguien como Miguel Cotto, un peleador que lo ha ganado todo.
In the history of boxing, there's been great fights between Mexico and Puerto Rico. And I want this fight to be no different. I want this to be a historic fight. And it's an honor for me. I'm very happy to be fighting a great warrior like Miguel Cotto, a true champion.
Estas son las peleas que reviven el boxeo. Me voy a preparar con mucho entusiasmo. Me voy a preparar como nunca para darles una gran victoria a todos los mexicanos, porque sé que todos aquí venimos a salir adelante. Yo soy uno más y aquí se los digo, vamos a ganar primero Dios. Gracias.
And I'm going to prepare the best I ever have. I want to be ready for this fight and I want to win. Because like every Mexican, we come here to be victorious. And I'm one of those Mexicans. And on November 21st, we will win. Thank you very much.
The passion has already started. We love it. We love it. We love it. Behind every great fighter is a great team. And Miguel Cotto is no different. Miguel Cotto Promotions is one of the best in the business and includes Miguel's advisor, Gabby Penagaricano, Brian Perez, Vice President of Operations, and Miguel's right-hand man. Also part of Miguel's team is a man who has helped guide Cotto Promotions into the premier boxing promotional company in the island of Puerto Rico. His name is Hector Soto. Hector, please come up and say a few words.
Gracias, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
De parte de Miguel Cotto Promotion. Sí. Gracias, Michael. De parte de Miguel Cotto Promotion, gracias a todos por estar presentes en el inicio de la histórica gira promocional de esta gran pelea, Cotto versus Canelo.
On behalf of Miguel Cotto Promotions, thank you to everyone for the beginning of the grand tour of this great fight, Cotto versus Canelo.
Quiero agradecer a nuestros socios, Rock Nation, Golden Boy, Canelo Promotion, HBO y a todos nuestros auspiciadores por hacer realidad este gran evento.
I want to say thank you to our partners, Rock Nation, Golden Boy Promotions, Canelo Promotions, HBO, and all of our sponsors for making this huge event a reality.
Esta pelea dejó de ser un mega combate para ser un mega evento.
This fight, it's not a super fight anymore. It's a super event.
Será otro clásico entre Puerto Rico y México. Miguel Cotto está listo como siempre y este próximo 21 de noviembre llevará a Canelo Álvarez a la escuela del boxeo.
This is a true boxing fight, another classic Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Miguel Cotto is ready as always. And the next 21st of November, he will take Canelo Alvarez to school.
No se pierdan este gran combate en vivo por HBO Pay-Per-View y gracias a todos por estar aquí.
Please, nobody should miss this great event, November 21, live on HBO Pay-Per-View. Thank you very much.
We finally have a good mic here. Where's the passion? Come on. Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez, Oscar de la Hoya. They aren't the only legends involved in this epic fight. Maybe the most renowned and decorated boxing icon of them all is Miguel's trainer and a living legend. I'd like to now introduce Freddie Roach. Come on up here, Freddie.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to a great fight, and I wish all the best. Good luck. We have a hard training camp coming up. Miguel will be in great shape for this fight, and we will win by knockout. Thank you.
You just heard it from the legend, Freddie Roach. In my position at Rock Nation, I've been extremely fortunate to meet some of the most successful and impressive athletes and entertainers in the world. But I would struggle to name anyone that is more impressive than Miguel Cotto. His professionalism, his passion, and his heart simply know no match. His dedication to his team, to his homeland, and most importantly, his family, are quite simply awe-inspiring. That is without even mentioning his boxing career, which stands up against some of the greats of all time. On November 21st, he will add to that already illustrious career in what is no doubt the biggest fight of the year, one of the biggest of the last decade, and possibly the biggest fight in the great and storied history of the Puerto Rico versus Mexico boxing rivalry. Ladies and gentlemen, I now introduce the champ, Miguel Cotto.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you to every person who made this show and this event possible. I'm here not asking for sympathy. All I have in life is because of my sacrifice. And on November 21st, I'm going to show the world what Miguel Cotto is made of. I'm Miguel Cotto here, and I'm going to be Miguel Cotto on November 21st. Thank you.
You know, after this stop here in Los Angeles, we go to Mexico City, we go to New York, and we go to Puerto Rico. All those other cities say they're much louder than Los Angeles. Let's hear your passion, come on. I think New York is going to be a lot louder than Los Angeles. I like it. I like it. Nice job, everybody. As you can tell from listening to both fighters, this is going to be the fight for the fans. As the great Muhammad Ali once said, the fight is won or lost far away from witnesses, behind the lines, in the gym, out there on the road, long before you dance under those lights. For the next 3 months, these two great champions, motivated by the passion of their fans, their dedication to their craft, and their incomparable will to win, will pour everything they have in preparation for this historic event. And on November 21st, when the lights shine brightest on America's playground, they will give boxing fans and the entire sports world the epic fight that they have all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out here today. We look forward to getting your support for November 21st. Thank you.
You guys, we are going to be posing the fighters one more time up here, so get ready for another face-off, Miguel Cotto, Canelo Alvarez, and we will be speaking to them a little bit after as well. So we're going to go ahead and get ready for them to pose up here.
Fighters only. Chingada madre. Esto está más mierda de verdad. Fighters only. Camera view. Puta madre.
cita mañana esperándote.
No, quiero agradecerles todo el apoyo que me brindan siempre en cada una de mis peleas. Todas estas peleas son para ellos, ¿no? Para que disfruten de grandes peleas. Todos los días me levanto con esa motivación de darles grandes peleas a mi público y darle una gran historia a mi país.
I obviously want to thank all the fans for all the support I get all the time for every fight. And I do this for them. I wake up motivated so I can give them the enjoyment of these great fights and the entertainment.
Thanks so much for translating this. Now, at the end of the night on November 21st, you know that you will be the one with your arm raised and you will be the one with that belt. Tell us, where does that confidence come from and why do you know that you will be the victorious one that night?
¿De dónde viene la confianza que vas a ganar?
No, bueno, obviamente es una pelea difícil, pero nos vamos a preparar. Mi experiencia, todo lo que soy un peleador sólido en este momento, así que mi experiencia y toda la disciplina que me caracteriza, entrenar fuerte para ganar esta pelea es la base, ¿no?
Obviously, I'm going to prepare well for this fight. I'm going to be ready for this fight. But I think I'm a complete fighter now. I have the experience now, the strength, the speed, and that's why I feel so confident I'm going to win this fight.
Now, Miguel Cotto is one who is known to have fought many great names. You also have fought some of the same great names. Where does he rank as far as your opponents go, as far as difficulty for you?
No, bueno, él es un gran peleador que lo ha ganado todo, ¿no? Yo creo que los estilos hacen las peleas. El estilo de Miguel es para dar una gran pelea a la afición, que aquí el único que va a salir ganando es el aficionado, y eso me motiva porque lo único que pienso es eso, darles grandes peleas.
Obviously, he's a great fighter. Miguel Cotto's a great fighter. He's a fighter that's won it all. He's done it all. And that motivates me. And I think that the winners here in this fight are going to be the fans. And that's what motivates me, so I can give them the enjoyment of watching a great fight.
And the last time that we saw you was against Kirkland, and that was a knockout that everybody felt. How do you follow up that performance?
No, bueno, obviamente me siento muy contento, ¿no? De esa noche, pero ya pasamos a otra página, es otro peleador diferente, así que hay que prepararnos duro para esto, ¿no? Porque sabemos la gran responsabilidad que tenemos, pero hay que asumirla.
I got to prepare well. I mean, obviously that was a fight that happened in the past. We turned the page now. This is a different fight, different style. So we turned the page, and I think I get ready for this fight, and hopefully I can have the same outcome.
All right, now this is the first stop of an international four-city tour. Our next stop will be in Mexico. How excited are you to be seeing your fans out there as well?
No, siempre ir a mi país es lo mejor, ¿no? Estar en mi país promocionando peleas. Me siento muy contento y agradecido, ¿no? Agradecido de que así sea.
It's always great to go to my country, go to my home country, and you know, I just feel very happy, and I like all the support they give me, and it's an honor for me to go back to Mexico and be able to present these great fights.
All right, Canelo, gracias por el tiempo. Nos vemos mañana en México.
Así será, primero Dios.
Canelo Alvarez. Now we are going to get up here on the stage with us Miguel Cotto, the reigning champ right now, WBC middleweight. All right, Miguel, as you are signing this autograph right now, bit of a tough crowd. What do you say to them to let them know that at the end of November 21st, you will still be the champion?
Nobody gave me nothing to be here. I earned what I have in life, and I'm going to keep working as usual, hard, just to get the victory on November 21st.
And you have fought some of the best names, Canelo Alvarez being on that list now. Why was it so important for you to get this fight?
My legacy is my family. My family is the one I work for, and everything I do in life is for them.
On November 21st, you guys will be adding to that chapter of the historic rivalry between Puerto Rico and Mexico. Tell us about that and the pride that you have fighting in that.
I'm Puerto Rican, Canelo is Mexican, you know, and the rivalry between Puerto Rican and Mexican is huge. It's history, it's a lot of history behind it, and we are going to contribute for that.
And we'll be making a stop as well in New York and Puerto Rico. How different do you expect the fan base and the crowd to be there?
I wish the fans be the same for all the stops, you know. It's huge, the crowd here, and I hope in every stop the crowd be the same.
And when it comes to Canelo, what would you say is probably the biggest obstacle that you will face in the ring with him?
All I need to do is follow Freddy's instruction at the gym, and I know we doesn't going to have any problem with him.
Miguel, thank you so much for the time. We will see you November 21st at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. That will be live on HBO pay-per-view. If you want to be there, the tickets do go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can get all the information at goldenboypromotions.com. Thanks for watching us live right here on ringtvlive.com. I'm Jessica Rosales for Tattoo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, we want to thank all the fans for coming out. Hollywood and Highland, don't forget, November 21st, live on HBO pay-per-view from the Mandalay. It's Miguel Cotto taking on Saul Alvarez. All brought to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. To all the fans, to all the raza, to all the media, Cece, the Mamacita, 93.5 K-Day, Power 106, DJ Ray, Big Boys Neighborhood, Corona, Mexico, Live It to Believe It, O'Reilly, Cotto Promotions, Canelo Promotions, RNS Promotions, Golden Boy, the greatest promotion company in the world. We'll see you guys November 21st live on HBO. Thank you.